It took 4 months, countless emails, and a lot of frustration, but I finally got my money back from Chanel. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I hope you're all doing really well. If you're new here, my name is Blessy. I make videos about all things fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. And this video is a follow-up of my Chanel nightmare video that I posted about a year ago that gained a lot of traction here on YouTube. And I'm finally here to update you guys on the story behind the Chanel nightmare. I'm just going to quickly give you a recap from the last video, but if you do want more details, please go and watch that video. I'll have it linked in the description down below. I bought my Chanel medium classic flat bag from the Sloane Street store in London. I bought it in caviar leather with gold hardware. About a year later, I noticed that the thread on the outside of the bag had come loose, but unfortunately it was also affecting the inside of the bag, and the bag was literally falling apart. So the day that I filmed the video, I did go into London and I took my bag there. I met a sales associate that was really shocked by what was happening to my bag, and she said that she hadn't seen it before. She called a manager. The manager then called the after sales representative. The after sales representative was the most dismissive about the whole situation, and I get it that it's her job to minimize, and damage control, but it left me feeling like, is this the kind of service you're going to provide? So she very much just said, oh, this is not a big deal, this is really normal, it can happen, but don't worry, we're going to send it away for the 360 assessment and get a proper look at it, and then see if it is any manufacturing defects, and it will give us an insight into how to fix this bag. So I sent my bag away that day, and I definitely walked away feeling a little bit disappointed by the response, just because the way she made me feel. But I was happy that the bag was getting sent away for a good look, because this shouldn't have been happening just a year later after purchasing one of their most well-known bags. So I was hopeful, and I had to wait about a week for a response from them, and this is the response that I got. I won't read you the whole email because it's quite a long one, but overall, this is what they say. For the hinge point area, please be informed that this is a hand-finished craft, as it gives a more beautiful finish and can come away depending on swinging pivot of the flap when opening/using the handbag. And for this same reason, can also explain the reincurs of the outer bag area of the flap. Please be informed that all the above has been found to be damaged due to wear and usage, and is an equivalent amount of wear considering the age of the item. However, please keep in mind that usage varies from person to person. Please rest assured that your handbag has been in good usage condition and no manufacturing defects have been found. However, if you are still happy, we can offer you a complimentary repair to handcraft the hinge point. So as you can imagine, after reading that email, I was definitely really disappointed, because the least I expected them was to offer me a replacement. I have never in my life experienced a bag falling away like this one, even when I bought them from high street brands like H&M and Zara. And we all know, there's a fast fashion brands, quality is not always amazing. So I was really surprised, and I was at this point just felt really disgusted, if I'm very honest, by this whole response, and the fact that they make it sound like they're doing me a favor by offering me a complimentary repair, when really that's what the 5-year warranty is for. And they do mention that the stitching is covered in the 5-year warranty at point of sale, but I was just really surprised by the whole attitude towards this issue. And the bag that cost me 5.8k at the time, after being repaired, just wasn't going to hold that value. Of course, when you buy a designer handbag, you are paying for the brand and not necessarily the quality, but the last thing you expect is for the bag to be literally coming away just after 1 year of use. And in my last video, I didn't mention about my second experience buying from Chanel. I had seen a particular bag when I visited the Vienna Christmas market, and I loved it. However, they didn't have the exact bag in the white color in store, and I really loved the chain strap on the bag. At that time, I'd owned my classic flag for about a year, and I thought it would be a perfect time to, you know, expand my collection and buy a white Chanel bag. So I came back to London, I went into Harrods and I asked them if they had it in stock, and they did. So I was so excited. I bought the bag, and in the excitement of everything, I think I definitely didn't check the bag properly, because when I got home and I unboxed the bag, I remember I was literally sitting in bed unboxing, and I immediately noticed that the flaps were completely uneven again. I already had the sale associate's contact number, so I messaged him and he said, just come in, we can swap the bag for you. The next morning, I just thought to myself, this is just pathetic. I shouldn't be noticing these things, and this has happened to me before, and I just am so done with it. I don't think I want to own another Chanel bag and go through this whole situation again. So I went into store, and I was actually quite ill, and I just asked them to refund me, and they saw the state I was in. I was really poorly, and they said, fine, we'll just give you a refund. The manager did inform me that they had another piece in store and that she checked it, there were no faults to it. And I just said, I'm sorry, but look at the state of me. I shouldn't have to come into the store to return a bag because of quality issues. So they were happy to refund me. And when this issue happened with my classic flap, I just thought to myself, I am so done. So I emailed back. I just said to the manager that I was speaking to that this is just not good enough. I've experienced bad quality with Chanel far too many times. They then came back weeks later after me having to chase them numerous amount of times. And I appreciate that, you know, they were trying to figure out the best solution, but they definitely didn't come back as soon as they said they would. They would say that I would get a response on Thursday, and even the following Monday, they wouldn't have emailed me. So the operations manager came back to me and said that, you know, this wasn't a manufacturing defect and it was just wear and tear, so they couldn't give me a refund, but they would give me a gift voucher to spend in store. I went back to them with the reply of something along the lines of, this bag cost me 5.8k when I bought it. If I tried to buy this bag again, it would have cost me, I don't even know how much this bag costs right now, but I would try and put it up on the screen, but I think it's somewhere like £8,000. So for me to be able to buy the same bag again, I would have to put in so much more. I just don't think that the quality is worth it, because I've experienced bad quality not once, not twice, but 3 times, and that's just far too many. So I went back, still fighting, and I said I need a refund. And I also mentioned in my email that, look, you know, this is 3 times too many, and this has definitely damaged the reputation of Chanel in my eyes, and unfortunately I'm not able to trust the brand enough to be spending more money at their store at the moment. So I would appreciate if they just give me a refund, and that way I was more likely to be a returning customer of Chanel in the future. Like, let's face it, they don't need me as a returning customer, they have plenty of customers. So after a few more weeks, they did come back finally with the email to say that they are going to refund me. But even in that last email, they did make sure they included, this is not any manufacturing defects, it is purely due to wear and tear. They were definitely not willing to accept any fault from their side, which is really shocking to me, because I'm not the only girl on the internet that has complained about Chanel quality. I think I was just focused on buying the bag that I never looked into quality issues, because obviously when you look at a brand like Chanel, you don't expect quality issues from them, but unfortunately that is the case when it comes to a lot of fashion brands nowadays. So I was more than happy to accept the refund, and they said that another person will be in contact to process the refund. 3 weeks later, I still hadn't received the refund, so I contacted again, and I think another 10 days after that, they finally sent me the money. So it was a lot of chasing till the very end, but I did get the result that I wanted. I'm glad that I didn't settle for the repair, and I'm also really glad that they didn't offer me an exchange, because I would have happily accepted it if they did. But I'm really glad that the bag has now gone back and I got a refund, because unfortunately, as we all have seen online, the quality is still still not improving. If anything, it's getting worse. And I just think that money is better spent elsewhere. It was a bag that I really wanted to own, but after having experienced the quality issues, I'm really glad that it's not in my life anymore. And I originally made the first video purely because I had wanted that bag for so long. I bought the bag and I was just really disappointed by the quality. And any other girl that also wanted that bag, I just wanted her to know that the bag wasn't worth it. And I'm glad I made the video. A lot of people had mixed comments to say. I was also really entertained by a lot of comments under that video. You will not believe the amount of people that backed up Chanel in this case. Those are the die-hard fans of the brand, and I feel really sorry for them because they love the brand, but the brand doesn't love them, because if the brand did love them, they would not compromise on quality. But as a consumer, if we continue to accept bad quality, these brands are not going to improve the quality, because at the end of the day, they are able to increase on their profits by decreasing the quality. And if we continue to accept bad quality, it doesn't give them any motivation or incentive to produce better quality. So after I got my money back, I didn't go out and buy another black bag for a very long time, just because nothing for me was able to replace the plastic flap in the same way. And even though I'm talking about bad quality issues and all of that, that bag really does go with everything. It went with most of my outfits. It was a beautiful daytime bag, but it was also dressy enough for evenings. And I found it really difficult to find a bag that was, you know, going to replace that for me. The reason why I waited so long to film this video was also because once this whole ordeal was finished, I just wanted to move on. But I also didn't want my channel here on YouTube to be a negative place. And the most important reason that I waited this long to film this video is because now I can end it on a positive note by showing you my beautiful vintage Chanel Diana bag. I bought this when we visited Japan. It was the most amazing trip of my life. I've definitely left a piece of my heart in Japan, so I've been telling Ashish that I need to go back and get it. While we were in Tokyo, we visited the Shibuya area, which has lots and lots of amazing vintage shops, and they were all really helpful and had amazing stock. I visited one of the stores and this bag immediately caught my eye, purely because it was so classic and not many people have this bag. I haven't actually unboxed or reviewed this bag here on my YouTube channel, so I'll do that in another video, but I just wanted to show you this bag in this video to end it on a positive note. And having owned the new classic flap and now a vintage one, the difference is literally like night and day. The leather is so beautiful. I know this bag is in lambskin and the other one was in caviar, but just by holding the bag you can tell the quality. The hardware is 24 karat plated. This bag is from 1994, which also happens to be my birth year, so I just felt like it was meant to be. And I really love how I don't see this bag that often, whereas a lot more people have the classic flap. Not many have this one. It was in pristine condition when I bought it. Not only has it replaced the classic flap that I had, but I prefer it so much more. I love the fact that Princess Diana used to wear this bag, hence the name. Moving forward, for anyone that's considering buying Chanel bag, I will highly recommend checking out the vintage market. If I had known better, I would have done the same, but this is my first vintage bag and it has definitely opened up a new world for me. In the future, if I want a Chanel bag, I will definitely consider the vintage market, and the next time we go to Japan, I think I will definitely buy another bag. I would love one of those mini top handle Chanel bags. I just think they're so cute. It's definitely on my wish list. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I would love to know what you think of my vintage Chanel Diana. Thank you for watching, and thank you so much for your patience with this follow-up video. Don't forget to subscribe for a full detailed video about this bag, how I bought it and the whole experience behind it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!